We played I think
we played
Always.
Always is the first song that we played. And we'd actually been working in the studio for a while before we all grabbed the instruments, and we kind of went about it a little backwards. We really should have just gotten in a room and everybody played their instruments, but instead we got into a room and started throwing ideas at one another and started recording ideas, which really jump-started the recording process, but at the same time it wasn't until like 2 months later that we all actually performed again, which is kind of why we're out on this tour, is to really like get together again as a band and play music together and relearn each other musically, and then go back in the studio and write the record.
A lot of it came back kind of like riding a bike, you know. Obviously, there's...
You ghost rode your bike into the curb.
Like when I ride a bike, I take the seat off and I just ride it straight into the curb. But though, no, it's, you know, it's the fun thing about this band and this kind of music is like right when we start playing it, it really, I think it takes us all back, but it's very much a part of how we all grew up and who we were and how we shaped our lives came out of this type of music and the sound and everything. So it came pretty naturally, but obviously like anything else, you have to revisit some of the stuff, you know. Well, we threw around a lot of ideas back and forth. They have a studio in LA and I went to San Diego, and we would drive up and visit each other. We got a lot of things off the bat. I think right in the very beginning, a lot of us brought forth different techniques and ideas and things that we kind of gathered over the years, and a lot of it came to a pretty grinding halt as soon as we started to realize, you know, we have a huge tour. The tour started getting bigger and bigger, and so we really jumped into rehearsals, and that kind of took over. But there's we have a song kind of almost finished, you know, and we're looking to release it on this tour, but we'll see how that goes. We have a lot going on. We're doing a lot of interviews about what I'm talking about right now. The tour has been awesome.
Yeah, this is probably the funnest tour I think I've ever been on. We have a really great crew, amazing set. Travis's drum solo is ridiculous. Cool bands opening up, and all the people that have been coming to the show have been really, really awesome. So.
This whole thing's been a big party. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Blasting music. I've been personally blasting a lot of Van Halen backstage. Mark has been dancing and coming in, and we have been toasting together. We've been doing lots of handshakes, and we've been going out, and there's been a lot of people. And Mark mentioned the drum solo. It is quite the spectacle.
Well, the bands that we chose we're all really, really good friends with. There's a band called the Fallout Kid that we really are friends with. They're good friends of ours.
The Rejected Americans.
Rejected American Rejects? Awesome. Yeah, All American Rejects, that's right, that's what they're called. They're really cool. Panic in the Disco. I'm just joking. No, we just choose bands that we were friends with, and bands that we really wanted to actually have like new up-and-coming bands and more established bands and kind of make it like multi-generational almost, you know? So there's like Blink, obviously we've been around for almost 20 years now, and then we have bands like
just over 15 years.
That's not true.
Just over 15, not almost 20.
Almost 20.
His glass is like totally way half full right now. Mine's half empty. Wait.
Yeah, my glass is half full.
No, we're not all.
And then we have like bands like Chester French, who are just breaking right now, and Asher Roth, and we have bands like Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco and Taking Back Sunday, who are established acts, and I don't know, I think it's a good mix. It's really cool to look out and see, you know, people that it might be their first concert ever, and from also to the end of the spectrum where it's people bringing their kids to shows that grew up on Blink, you know, people that we came up with, and now they're bringing their kids to their first shows or whatever. It's pretty cool. I collect vintage guitars, and I collect the hotel room keys from tour, and Simpsons action figures.
Antonio Banderas pictures?
Yeah, I have a lot of pictures of Antonio Banderas. That dude's dreamy. I mean, he's undeniably dreamy.
Yeah.
Travis, of course, collects cars. And what else? Ghetto blasters?
Ghetto blasters.
Keyboards.
Keyboards, drum machines, music equipment.
Well, early on, we were very much into the idea of trying to have the lowest ticket possible. So we were really fortunate to be able to do the $20 ticket. We worked really hard with Live Nation to pull that off. I hear there might be a couple other tours that are doing something similar, but we're really proud of the fact that from the get-go we tried to do something like that for the fans.